Lately, I heard you talking about several totalitarian regimes that might develop in the world as a result of the economic crisis. It reminds me of a novel written by George Orwell describing horror life where one is tracking everything that is happening in the country, and the leader is trying to determine the thoughts of the people. This is what becoming realized? First of all, by the internet today, we see that each and every person is followed, meaning what do you do in the internet, where do you go, where do you surf, what websites, your emails. Yeah, there is no problem to study your habits and research what you're doing. Besides that, the phones, all the manners of communications, and man is very attracted to communication between people, so it turns out that we can know everything about people. Besides that, those cameras in the roads are not only in order to keep the roads safe, but they can locate every person in every moment. And besides those cameras, we know that there are satellites above us that today can film a box of matches without any problem. And all the more so people moving and where to. Besides that, today they're talking about some transmitter that can be planted within people as an ID. In short, there are many things. Besides that, the internet in many countries, they want to limit it. They want to limit it now. In Russia, they want to limit the internet, which is something that is really against nature. It's against development. There are such directions, trends in the world. And that book that was written in 48, that was talking about 84, we feel that this is something that might happen, because not by chance, but precisely because we can use all the networks of communication between people for the benefit of the regime, and the regime can really close each and every person and guard each and every person and see where they are, locate them, just like with the GPS that you have in your car. In the same way, each and every person can be tracked. So there is some appetite, so to speak, for politicians to have such a regime and to be able to monitor each and every person this way. I hope that this is something that will not happen. It's really against natural development, because nature wants to bring us to a round world, meaning where we are all as one man in one heart, with mutual love, without boundaries between countries or between each and every individual, because we all belong to one humanity. And everyone working against that is inviting a blow on himself, on his country, and on the whole world. And I hope that people will understand that from the recent economic crisis, for instance, that they will understand that this stems from the lack of connection between us, the misuse of our connection, the egoistic connection of exploiting others. This is what causes all the problems and crises in the world. And I think that humanity will nevertheless understand that this isn't the way. Besides that, there are many articles already, I see it in the internet and the journalism and the press all over the world, that people understand that if we go towards isolationism of countries and moving away from each other, then we really step into a danger of fascist or even Nazi regimes actually in the more developed countries, and that can easily bring about a third world war, which will be nuclear. So there is what to be aware of and what to be cautious of, but humanity somehow detects these problems, dangers, and I hope that there is a good chance for our explanation, our dissemination all over the world, there's a chance, like the Kabbalists write to us, that we have to disseminate the wisdom of Kabbalah, and this is how the world will nevertheless understand what is the desired way to develop, and will go above the boundaries. Yes. Meaning, whatever is in favor of nature, unity, connection, the way, the place nature wants to bring us to, as one man in one heart, one creature corresponding to one creator, this is the blessed way. And if we go in any other way, the blows will force us to go back to the good path, but who knows how long it will take and what kinds of blows. You